A mother sold her wedding ring just to send her daughter to university. But what that daughter did after destroyed everything she sacrificed for. Today, we are speaking to her.
My name is Esther. And I wish this story was not mine.
Esther, tell us what really happened.
My mother sold her wedding ring so I could go to university. I grew up with her alone after my father died. Life was hard, but she never stopped believing in me. She used to sell food by the roadside under the sun just to take care of me. And when my admission letter came, she cried like it was the greatest victory of her life. But there was no money for school fees, nothing. That night, she opened a small box she always kept hidden. Inside was her wedding ring. The only thing she had left of my father. She looked at it for a long time and said, "My daughter's future is more important than my memories." And she sold it the next morning.
How did you feel watching your mother make that sacrifice?
I felt guilty, but also determined. I promised myself I would never fail her. I entered university with that promise in my heart. At first, I was focused. I studied. I avoided bad friends. I called my mother every night. But slowly, things began to change. I started seeing people who looked like they had everything. Expensive clothes, phones, lifestyles I couldn't relate to. And then I started feeling ashamed of who I was.
Was that the moment things started changing for you?
Yes. That was the beginning. My roommate once looked at my cracked phone and called me village girl. That word stuck inside me. I started wanting to be accepted, at any cost. Then one night, I went to a birthday party at a hotel. That was where I met Chief Roland. He was older, but he made me feel seen. He gave me attention, and later, money. And for the first time, I felt like I could breathe. Even though I knew deep inside, something was wrong.
Did you know where it was heading?
I knew, but I ignored it. I told myself it was temporary. Just something to survive university life. But it didn't stay temporary. It grew. I started living a double life. By day, I was a student. By night, I was someone else. And I kept telling myself, just one more time. But that lie became my life.
At what point did everything collapse?
Final year, I found out I was pregnant. The man who promised me everything disappeared. My friends disappeared too. And I became afraid to go home. But my mother came to my school unexpectedly. I still remember her standing at my hostel door, and when she saw me, she didn't shout. She didn't cry immediately. She just went silent. That silence was worse than anything. Then she asked me, "Esther, was this why I sold your father's ring?" And I broke.
What happened after that moment?
My mother collapsed that evening. She suffered a stroke from the shock. Today, she can barely walk properly. Sometimes she just sits quietly, staring at nothing. And I see it every time I look at her hands. The missing wedding ring is still there, even though it's gone. Because I remember what it cost her. And I remember what I became.
If your mother sacrificed everything for your future, what decision today could make that sacrifice meaningless?
I thought I was building a better life for my mother. But I didn't realize I was slowly destroying the only person who believed in me.
If this story touched you, subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. Because in the next episode, we will be interviewing a father whose son was found dead just 3 days after going viral on TikTok for his successful lifestyle. And he said, he looked like he had made it, but I didn't know I was watching my son slowly disappear from life.